Hello and welcome to Season 13 Division 4 Gman Recap Match Day 5. I got that in a better order when I said it in practice before we were actually on. Anyway, and with me is my usual co-host Spoon. Say hello, Spoon.
Hello, Spoon.
Yeah, I love that joke. And
You gotta
also a
do it.
special guest, very, very, very special guest, and very appreciated guest because he's brought his own clips in, which means I've only watched, although I've only watched 3 games. We've got clips from 5 games, so there is one game missing. Sorry, but anyway, it's still better than nothing at all. Anyway, thank you,
Better than me.
Rob. Let's call you Rob. Let's robtop is the username, right? There you
Just
go.
call me Rob. That's cool.
Yeah, Rob. That's what.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what you said at the beginning, right?
Hello.
So I thought I'd stick to that.
It went well.
It went well. Yeah, I can tell.
Hello.
All right. So how long have you been playing Blood Bowl for?
About 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
I started off on tabletop, and then I got onto online, and I joined Rebel last season.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, I was going to ask if you played, tabletop, and you still play tabletop. You got a local league type thing that you're still in.
Yeah. Well, I'm in two leagues. There's one local to me, and there's another one that's about half an hour away. And one of them's like a weekly league, and the other one is where you just arrange games as and when you want. But it's sort of fizzled out a bit now. We're not playing so many. We're trying to push on for the next season now. So
And
it's good, yeah.
you go to like competitions as well and stuff?
Yeah, I've been to about 4, 5, maybe 6 tourneys, and my best result was well, it was first place, but I come second on the second tie break.
Mm-hmm.
That was down in Aldershot.
Oh, okay. You
That
went to
was
Aldershot. Nice.
Yeah, with Pro Elves.
Cool. I've been thinking about going to that shop and some of their competitions. That's quite near me. Kind of. I'm West London, so not miles away.
Okay, that's where I'm from, roughly, near Heathrow.
Oh, okay, cool. I used to work in Twickenham, and I live in Wimbledon. So there you
Okay, I grew up in Twickenham.
Yeah, there you go.
Small world.
Yeah, very small world. We could have done this in a pub. Anyway. Yeah, cool. So we should get started then, I guess. And hello, Kamin Zimmer. Kamin Zimmer.
Yep.
Who's in chat? The dude with the cat, which
Yeah.
that doesn't narrow it down, because today I've been talking to Gruff, who's in my division in 2B, or was in 2B. No, he's now in. He re-rolled.
Not 2B.
He was in 2B, but he's in 2B. He's in 2A with me in OCC. Anyway, he's also a man with a cat, or 2 cats. Anyway,
Have you got a player called the Cat?
No, but he might do a recap with me tomorrow lunchtime, based on the fact that might be at home to receive 2 cats who are like foster catted at his house.
I saw that. It made me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was confusing at the time. It's still kind of confusing. Anyway, but no, yes, I saw he has a Khemri player called something Cat, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Who did some dodging as well, if I remember rightly. A dead cat.
Ooh.
He does have the dodge skill.
Cat.
Yeah.
And he does 4+ dodges.
4+ and succeeds. But 4+ dodges with dodge is,
Yeah,
it's
75%.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's annoying when you want to hit him and he runs away.
I mean,
Hang on a minute. You're playing as Amazons. You can't say that.
No, it's annoying when you want to hit Amazons and they stand still and they stand where they are and they're still, you still don't hit them. That's the problem.
And they've got more guard.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's not the first game of the week. So let's start with the first game, which was XCAM gets a bye week. Okay, no, it's not really a game, is it?
No.
Oh, although as it's been done, we can see if his bye week actually helped in terms of giving him any level ups or anything. No.
Ooh, exciting. We can do, yeah.
So it did. I can tell you. and I will show you on screen the RebelNet reports from bye-week Stew against 1066, and 2 MVPs and 1 touchdown went to the touchdown went to a catcher who doesn't level.
Yep.
The MVP, one of the MVPs went to a catcher who also doesn't level, but Edgar the Appelen, who is the only other player other than that cap. So both the level 1 players received MVPs, but the lineman already had 3 SVP, so he does level up. A brand new Pro Elf lineman. What are you going to give him? Block, dodge.
I've already seen.
You've already seen.
Block, dodge, wrestle. One of those 3.
So you've already seen it, and it isn't a it isn't
not
special.
A double or anything. It's just a normal.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Rob, any ideas?
I would take wrestle probably.
Oh, okay.
It's fair.
I think Pro Elves are a bit slow for too much wrestle. Oh, that's the right one. Where has he gone?
Having a couple is not a bad idea though.
No. Well, it's nice to have any players at all when you're Pro Elves. It is indeed wrestle, and it is indeed a movement 5 wrestle piece. So
I think one of the guys in our div has got 7 journeymen next game. So yeah, Pro Elves don't always do well.
That's actually more common than having a bench with Pro Elves, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
Okay, anyway, on to the next game. And the next game was Barkengrad against Disturbingly Rat-like. Now, I do have a clip from this. 2 clips. I've realised my clips are not in the right order, so I need to just do that. There we go. And the first clip is... the Rats took a lot of 1 die, and they received the ball. Nothing much particularly exciting happened in the first 2 turns, except the Rats decided to start turn 3 with a 1D, and then aiming at the werewolf, then decided to do another 1D, which seems, like a bad idea to me. Especially after
we were using the term bold before.
Bold, yes, I like that phrase, bold. You've already used your, one of your rerolls on your first 1D, and you decide to then use a second 1D.
It's got to be a skull. Yeah.
It is a skull, yes.
Didn't get punished quite too badly. It's only a KO.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get punished too badly in as much as he's about to have the ball sacked, and the ball's about to be on a strength 4 werewolf instead with Blodge.
It's the choice he made.
Yeah.
Always that risk.
I was skimming through the replay a bit. There were a lot of skulls and 1s in this game. I think possibly on both sides, but I think so I'm not 100% certain if the Rats really played badly and were punished, or if they were, if it was a bit of, quite a lot of bad luck as well, if that makes sense.
They had really poor caps, but I'm guessing some of that was from scattering balls.
Yeah.
He was in my division last season, the Rat coach, and I thought he was very good. He didn't make too many mistakes when I played him, and he was up there most of the season, and then just died out towards the end. But I thought he was very good coach, especially.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard his name before, which is usually this is someone who's into the
played for a while.
Or is verbal enough that they'll want, that they'll be involved or whatever. But anyway, the Necro, there was a bit so he did some moves which were obviously the moves of someone who's experienced. So he red died with strip ball, which I think which he was lucky he got 2 defender stumbles, but essentially there was too much contact going on by this point because he kept failing things. The Necro kept getting into contact. He failed things early-ish in turns. Hey, Disco Dave. And it makes it difficult. The Necro scored in turn 6, I think. And it was tough for the Rats from that point on. They'd already lost a few, they didn't manage to score back. Oh, they scored in. Sorry, the Necro scored in turn 7 after a lot of trading blows, and then they started off with the. So there were only like actually 1 or 2 removals in the first half. The Rats weren't able to score back by the end of the, in their last turn. And then the Necro had the ball again, receiving the ball in the second half. And after the LOS hits in turn 9, there were like 6 Rats off the pitch. And so here is the next clip, which is after that. And you can see... Oh, actually, one of the Rats isn't actually Kaz. One of the Rats was sent off by foul. And in fact, the Necro lost a player to the referee as well.
I saw it as an expulsion each.
Yeah, but turn 12 still had obviously the Rats didn't were happy to let removals happen that weren't permanent, because this is the point at which he uses the Apo, and those other 6 have already been in there. But
Necro
basically,
are a bit of a one-man team, aren't they? They've got that strength 4, edge 4 wolf.
I mean, he's a monster. It's got to be said, but
I think he's on the bounty board as well.
That would be.
I put him on there.
Unsurprisingly,
he says with pride.
Because last week you were saying that I should have scored instead of trying to take the wolf off the pitch.
Yeah.
But my plan was to try to foul him, but I didn't get that far. I failed one of the dice. So I thought that was more important, fouling the wolf than scoring, to be honest with you.
I mean, he's getting close to his penultimate level, isn't he? So, he's going to be at 76 not too long.
It shouldn't take long with those stats.
No.
Although he should be trying to level the other werewolf, really.
Oh, well, it's funny you say that. The other werewolf has leveled, has taken his first level. I assume he's getting block, or if you roll a double, mighty blow.
Mighty blow. Yeah, I would assume so as well.
And the flesh golem probably needs guard.
I don't think there's any question he needs guard.
Yeah.
I think probably even on a double.
Yeah, I mean he's got. Well, he had 3 guard. He took a niggle on one of his zombie guards in this game, and obviously the regen failed. The only injury.
And that's the one that got the MVP.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, it's guard. Guard is good, and he's a zombie, so is the niggle that bad? He's cheap, type thing. I think niggled guard is better than nothing. Maybe keep it.
I'll keep it up for a bit. We've got more guard to replace it.
Yeah, put him on the line of scrimmage and things will sort themselves out in due course.
The danger of that is that you end up with him just being removed badly hurt early each game instead, and then playing down 10.
I mean, niggles affect KOs as well, so just being taken off the pitch a lot. I think having guard is worth it, but it's close. I'm normally pretty anti-niggles. I don't know in this case.
But guard stand firm is fantastic. It's hard to turn that down on the flesh golem.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I just realised that we did in fact forget to look at the first game's what's the word? How the betting went on the first game. But we'll worry about that in a second. Cool. Let's have a look at Bark and Grass. So what levels did they take on the wolf and the thing? Yes, it's guard. Yes, it's block, and yes, it's guard. And they haven't fired the niggle yet, unsurprisingly, perhaps. Oh, and
always a worry that it's going to take up some more SPP, and he doesn't have block. So,
I mean, I'd quite like him to get 2 SPP, so he does get to block, right?
But now he's got niggle. Now he's got a niggle. He's probably going to get fired.
True. Okay, and you have actually very kindly already sorted out what the
I've tried to make it a little bit easier
by
messaging
one thing
I could do to help out.
Yeah. So you and Mr. Mojo Rising were correct, according to you at least, in predicting the first result.
I think every one that I got right, Mojo got it right as well. We didn't get any others right.
Ah, okay.
Which, maybe.
Well, were you copying him? And basically, when he got it wrong, that meant you also got it wrong because you
I did mine on the stream. You sent me the picture of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, of course.
Can't
Yeah.
have copied him. And he wasn't a guest last week either, was he?
No,
No.
that wasn't
No.
last week. It was. No, it wasn't.
No, it was week before.
Okay.
No collusion there.
All right, but I have changed the way this is set up. So now it's all like one box, and I can go through it and update individual bits. But actually,
Nice and
that
easy.
makes it, well, yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But it's kind of harder to see which 6 is which. Wait, so it's the top 6 of the 3 6s. Boom.
Difficult with everyone having the same scores.
Yeah. So because there's 2 separate boxes, I've not put the names and the numbers in the same box. They're two, because it didn't format very well. That, like, you can't get justified spacing.
I did it the other way round. I put the scores on the left-hand side, so that I could just put a double space and just put the name after.
Ooh. Okay, that might happen. That might happen by next week, but no promises.
Coming to a stream near you, possibly.
Maybe. All right. So, and then, yeah, we've done the second game already.
We've done the first game.
We've done the first game. Well, yeah, I mean, we've
The
done the
first
second game as in
non-admin
we've talked about the second game now, as well, haven't we?
No.
No, that was just. All right, fine, good.
This
yes.
is all Barkengrad.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is all Barkengrad. Okay, fine. Yes, that's what I. Yeah. All right, so
We're doing well.
we're doing well. I'm totally on this. All right, so the second game, which I have down as the third game because it's after the bye week is the third game. Yeah, anyway, is your game,
Yay!
Rob.
Or boo, whatever you want to say.
So I was very close in my rushing of this to not take a clip of this game because it was not that exciting.
I like the choice. I like Zara being
Zara was fantastic.
Yeah, Zara was a good choice, and in fact, I have taken clips, and one of them is her stabbing someone. In a good way. I think, like, against any undead, obviously Zara is one of the best star players to take against undead with the stabbing. Oh, well, your opponent says, yeah, it's super boring. I mean,
he got perfect defense on
first drive
when I received the ball.
Yeah,
and it really messed me up. He put all his tomb guardians right in front of me, and it just really messed me up when I was a little bit on the back foot straight away just from a perfect defense.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I did think about that when I saw it.
I didn't know whether to dodge away or try to fight. It was I was really stuck in two minds. But,
so you went for the stab with you went for the stab with Zara and then dodged everyone else away or something. You might have done like one other hit.
I think I failed one of the dodges as well. I can't remember exactly, but the stab failed, and I was panicking, thinking I was going to lose Zara turn one.
But Blodge makes everything easy, right?
Yeah, cool. I chose Amazons, by the way, because I'm not a brilliant coach. I think I'm a good coach, but I'm not a brilliant coach. And my theory is when you start getting into the top leagues, everyone's got claw teams, and you might as well be an armor 7 team. And I didn't want to be an elf team. I play elves quite a lot, so I thought I'd give Amazons a try. And I'm really liking them until I've come to the recaps, really. I think they're really good.
I don't mean to put you off, and like I like the logic that there's a lot of I play a lot of AV7 generally. I think that's kind of I would describe my shtick generally as AV7, or like, so I have a Norse team, I have a Skaven team, I have a lot of stunty teams, as my main teams, and yeah, there's definitely a thing where my Woody team is one of the ones I do best with because other big clawy teams are wasting loads of TV clawing at AV7. But yeah, no, I hope my comments about Amazons are not taken too seriously.
No, not at all.
Having said
No.
that,
It wasn't
standard
the most interesting game. It really wasn't. But there was one bit where he caught me off guard, and I don't know what clips you've got of it. So I'll talk you through it if it comes up, I guess.
yeah, okay. So the first clip I have of this was okay. Yeah. So this is the reason that this is like after the perfect defense. This is what stalls your going forward with the Zons, right? So there was a lot of manning up. You know, with Khemri, you kind of have to position well because you can't, or it's hard to dodge around and stuff. And with Zons, you want to man up everyone, but it does mean it's hard to protect the ball sometimes because you're trying to base up your opponents all the time. And here you end up with about halfway through the drive, double oneing a GFI to release the ball, basically.
I find with Amazons attacking really difficult. I find defending a lot easier than attacking.
I mean, defending's really easy when you've got blodge on everyone and no one can hit you over. But yeah, and attacking's a lot harder because you're movement 6 everywhere, and you're not quite as nimble as elves, and you're not quite as bashy as bash teams, so you can't really smash a hole in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Clemens is pointing out he can't position; he just rolls the Kaz dice.
Yeah, actually, so I think anyone who can place Khemri must be able to position. Like, if you win, more than a very very tiny number of games as Khemri, you must be good at positioning. It's like them and dwarves kind of teach good positioning, because otherwise you just get man marked and beaten badly each time.
They kind of force you to learn good
Yeah,
positioning.
exactly. Yeah, you
want to or not.
Yeah. I started off with fast teams, so I decided to play a Longbeard only dwarf team as a way of teaching myself positioning. Because if everyone's movement 2 and Agi 2 and movement 4, you kind of
feel like movement 2.
You just have to position. But yeah, basically after that, ball sacking, the Khemri picked up the ball, and then the Amazons managed to sack them a little bit, and then it just kind of fizzled out in the first half. In the second half, the Khemri got the ball to the halfway line slightly faster, but broadly speaking, a very, very similar thing happened. Here we join, a bit later in the third quarter type thing, the last quarter, and as you can see, the Khemri have managed to get a bit further, and you go for the. It takes a GFI, but the stab with Zara on the blodge ball carrier, and that's what she's like. She's amazing for stabbing, blodging undead.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you're always in two minds. Shall I block or shall I stab? And on this occasion, I thought the stab might be better because the ball would scatter from where he was rather than into the other Khemri players.
Yeah,
and it just worked out really well, that move.
The
throw didn't work out too great.
No, was it? How close to the sidelines was that throw aimed? Do you remember? Was it like?
Yeah, it was 3 squares away. I can't remember if it landed on the sideline and bounced out. I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were 3 squares away, it had to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But the ball could have gone anywhere really, and it went in a quite good position. But the end of this game was fantastic. I know you didn't get to the end of it.
No, I got bored by that point. Sorry.
Harsh.
But the last 2 or 3 turns were the best part of the game, and you turned it off. It ended up me needing to roll about 5 dice, all of them 2 pluses, with no rerolls. One of them was a block dice, but just anything apart from a skull. And I got my Agile player to do all the work, and she failed the pickup on roll 4, I think it was. So yeah, gutted. If I'd have picked it up I had one more go for it to score. But asking a lot 5 2+ is with no rerolls it ain't easy. Is it?
Yeah, you got through your rerolls pretty quickly in the second half as well. I thought.
Yeah, I try not to do too many greed rerolls, but you can't help it every now and again, can
you?
Yep.
And Kammer Zimmer in chat mentions that he was sweating like crazy about the.
It was a tense finish.
Yeah.
He also claims it was mathematically better to do it with the agility 3 person instead, potentially.
Yeah, it was. I went through the figures afterwards, and what I should have done is instead of trying I think it was 3 more 2+. All I needed to do really was 1 3+ pickup and then score.
Yeah.
So I should have done that. But I think I rolled a 1 anyway, so.
He's literally just followed up with that.
Right.
He rolled a 1, so it would have made no difference.
He played really well. He protected his killer really well. Didn't expose him, for the mighty blow hits. His Tomb Guardians were placed out, really well as well. He played good. As you say, Kenry are hard to use, and I find it particularly difficult to play against as well. And it was a tough game.
It's very common you hear people complaining about, the strength of Tomb Guardians being unfair, but my advice is always try playing as them, and someone will show you how weak they are, because you will get beaten so much.
I've only tried them a couple of times, and I thought they were a hideous team to use.
Yeah,
my least favourite team out of all of them, I would say.
Oh wow, that's yeah. Yeah, and so 3 cows for the Khemri, but no touchdown, obviously, because no one got any touchdowns. An MVP goes to the Blitzrot, a dead cat, for his dodging around, even though he's almost, he's within 4 of another level, but no levels for the Khemri. You, on the other hand, got a level on the catcher.
Who's just the MVP. That's the only,
slow catcher.
That's the only SPP. She got movement busted in that game, and I'm not sure whether to sack her or not, but I've given her side. Oh,
yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's fine. That's what I've guessed anyway.
Yeah.
What? So
I've given her sidestep because that's the reason I've got the catchers is for the agility access. So my plan is to go sidestep and then dive and tackle after that.
Yeah.
It's not going to work well with the move 5, I suppose, that part though.
No,
I don't know. Sidestep means they've got that kind of they've got.
Oh, I was meant to diving tackle next.
Well, yeah.
Starting on the floor is not great. I suppose jump up, but
jump up might be a good shout, yeah. And one of my other characters got one of my other players got AV busted, guard Lino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a...
I assume that'd be a firing, but maybe you're going to wait and see.
Yeah, I'll wait and see, but that armor 6 is too much.
But if you keep them both, then we can't complain that you've got all of your players at the same stat line. Because then you've got a bunch with higher agility and strength, and then you've got a bunch of lower armor and move.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 strength 4 and 2 edge 4, so it's not all the same. But I turned down the movement on one of my people and took guard instead, and one of the linos. What do you think of that? Double 5.
I see. So that would be the one that got the armor bust. As I was what you were saying about
a little while ago.
Oh, okay, so maybe a different one. But yeah, what you were saying about it's difficult to score with them. I love movement on, partly because it gives them a different stat line. But yeah, usually that extra movement makes, the difference between scoring on a movement 6 player and scoring on a movement 7 player is just so massive. Having to do a GFI on a 2-turn, having to do a GFI the first move of a 2-turn to get someone into scoring range, as opposed to not having to do that, essentially, is such a big difference in terms of safety. Yeah, I find movement 6 everywhere really problematic for actually winning games.
Yeah, if it comes up again, I might take the movement then.
I'd definitely take movement.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, he's from Germany, and they were having a massive storm when we were playing, and his internet kept cutting in and out. And towards the end, it looked like he was gonna like lose his internet, but it just stayed on. So yeah, fortunate.
Storm, whatever, the one that we had as well on Friday or whenever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
That same one, yeah.
Yeah, but the choice between guard or plus movement, I think for your first movement, when you've already got you've got access to 3 or 4 guarders anyway. I think I would go movement even more so.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, he's on. He said, yeah.
Lovely team. I know you love my team.
Yeah.
Beautiful on this team.
Anyway,
Nice team, but those stats on another team. It'd be lovely.
Okay, and wow. So who thought that? So XCam, Flying Turtle, and Disco Dave all thought that would be the result of that. So
Cameron Zimmer saying if we had overtime, we wouldn't have finished it probably.
Oh yeah.
Originally, I thought he was going to say that if we'd had overtime, it probably would have been kicks.
Yeah.
Just draw out that extra half.
Well, in Blood Bowl 1, there was an option to have overtime, infinite overtime. So you know, you just play 8 turns after 8 turns after 8 turns until someone wins.
I don't think I could cope with that.
It was worth mentioning just to horrify your imagination, as it were. Okay, so XCam. Wait, Flying Turtle. Is Flying Turtle? He's not on there yet, is he? Flying Turtle's not someone else's name, is it?
No, it's the Goblins, Flying Turtle.
Okay. This is the first points for Flying Turtle. Excellent.
Nice.
God damn, this is hard to do, though. There we are. I found a way of making it easier. That's much better.
Look at the stream at the same time?
No. No. What? No. It's yes. No. So I've resized it,
cool.
but within the window that you get when you edit things in OBS. So by default, the what's the word? The preview pane takes up half the box, and the bit you type into is like a tiny in comparison. Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Turtle.
Will and such is saying that if you get 6 disconnects, that it will automatically concede you, and he was on 5.
Yeah.
For that game.
I did not know that. That would be what happened to my game on Tuesday then.
Yes, that is indeed what happens. I used to have a really crappy laptop, and basically if you get, it's not just a disconnect, so you can get disconnected where it goes, we're looking for the server, but as soon as the other player gets a countdown, so you know when it says 6 minutes, 5:99, 5:98, whatever, as soon as you get one of those, that's like 1 strike, and if you get 6 of them, then you're out.
Yep, that explains exactly what happened then the other day.
Yeah. So
on turn 16.
Oh.
When I had a guy that was 1 square away from the end zone and about to put the 4th touchdown in.
So you're 3-0 up. Oh, no.
3-1 up.
Oh, and it ended up being 5-3?
No, 4-3, I think.
It just kept it at 3-1. The admins have sorted it out anyways, so it's actually gone through correctly.
Okay. All right,
but yeah, it was quite sad at the time.
Well, that's Flying Turtle's first point. I don't know if he's not been taking part before now, but yeah.
It happened to Cameron Zimmer twice when he was trying to do playoffs from Thailand.
Wow.
So you win some, you lose some. You're in Thailand.
Yeah, at least
you're disconnecting from Blood Bowl.
I mean, if I was in Thailand, that wouldn't be the biggest of my worries, I've got to say.
I don't think I'd be too fast.
No. Oh, and so next game, we've done all the clips from this. We've covered that. Yes. Next game. Talking of 3 or about to score 4 touchdowns, is the Chaos versus Vampires game. Now, I think this is one where I'm going to have to give points to a lot of people because the Vampires won.
Yep.
And this is also where I got to in the taking videos thing. So I haven't got much more than. Oh, I've got two clips. Okay, so the first one is turn 2. The vampires received. They went pretty rapidly down the chaos flank, and we get to turn 2 of the chaos. And I think this is a misclick because he kind of dodges into a tackle zone, and I don't see what purpose that would have. Like, whoever he's trying to hit.
The ball?
Like, if he's going for the ball, coming out and going diagonally across the tackle zones is still the same number of move. Is like.
Oh, was it?
It's still it's still reachable actually. No, so it's not the same number of movements, but you'd have an extra GFI instead of that being a 4+ and then another 4+ or something. I think he's got 2 heads, so actually it's 3+, 3+, 3+. It would have been 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, and then an extra 2+. If he was going for the ball.
Yeah, was he only doing the one dodging through, or was he doing multiple dodging through?
Can't see on a replay, so I can't tell you.
We can't tell.
No.
Because if he was only going for one of them, switching out a 2+ for rather than 2 2+, doing 1 3+, probably not too different.
It's 3% difference, but yeah. So
is it?
Yeah, well, 3% is not that much. You can live with 3% difference, right? And that's when Rob, you were talking earlier about 3 2+s being worse than 1 3+. So essentially 2 2+s is broadly very similar to a 3+. So
Yeah, I think it's slightly better, isn't it? Being 2 2+s.
But but like 3%. I mean, people say you got to be you're playing the small odds or whatever, and that's how the really good players do so well is because they're constantly making even the tiniest percentage advantage over a long time eventually is great.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But I think forget that. Don't worry about 3%. It's fine. How many times have you done a play that is in fact 3% on its own and it's worked? Because it does happen. So
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, or getting tripped skulls. What's that? That's a 0.3%, isn't it? So,
yeah,
it happens.
I don't want to talk about triple skulls.
Or hex. Well, I've got a hexa skull somewhere if you want. It's a screenshot of.
Well, the Chaos coach is put in some normal skills on his players now, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, if I remember rightly, he's got some block going and stuff.
He's taken a second blocker. You mean? So basically,
right, okay.
He had 1 block going into this game. So anyway, that was a misclick. I've actually got another clip.
He had another one on Borak.
Yeah, but that doesn't count as like adding block, does it?
No, I'm just glad that he took him.
Yeah, old Buckethead himself.
Always fun.
Yeah. And so I didn't actually. So this is the one where I got it to so this is like turn 3. Took a clip of a player getting injured. I used the Apo on the niggled player, by the way, which kind of bugs me. And then the ball scatters deep into the vampire half. So that's
It only bugs you because you don't like that player.
I mean, no, I don't like niggles generally.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant he took a niggle.
No. He's
fair enough.
He's the player who's been niggled for ages.
Yep.
And he used an Apo on a player who shouldn't have Apo rights.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep, that does.
Yeah. Oh. I'll worry about that later. All right. So yes, in the end, it was 4-0 to the vampires.
Yep.
And they did have Borat. Oh, they didn't have their Minotaur was out, right?
Yep, the Minotaur was missing. And
Lally Mandel got MVP. So I assume from Rob's words about he's taking normal skills now that maybe he's got a second player with block.
I think that we've already mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've given that away, sadly.
Cool. But the vampires, on the other hand, wait, didn't they have 2+ strength players at one point? Was it always just 1?
No, there was 2+ strength rolls.
Was one
died?
What was one missed next game?
Oh, missed next game.
Might have been. I don't know. But the other one scored 4 times. So the plus strength wrestle thrall scored all 4 of the touchdowns, and
Wow.
That's madness.
and got MVP. So that's 17 SPP in one game,
God
which
damn it.
is
That's a
up
lot.
in the top. Is like I think 18 points is top 10 for Rebel all time on one player. I think I saw this recently, and I remember that 18's definitely on that table somewhere.
I got 15 and I was really happy with it.
Yeah, like 17 is mental. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, I can't imagine many players getting anywhere near that.
Thought
Like-
I'd done so well, and then casually doing it with a thrall as well.
A
Mine
thrall.
was a move up high elf catcher, so you expect that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
But no,
So,
very
so
nice.
he's got wrestle. He's got wrestle already. What do you think he's taken? Tackle or strip ball or?
He hasn't taken anything.
Yeah, I saw the flashing still going on in. Oh, did I leave the? No.
Supra has become an enemy of the stream for not taking his levels.
I mean, that's slightly strong.
Well, no, I stick by my words.
Okay. What I like to think of is the fact that if he hadn't already had levels, he could be leveling up twice in one go. Imagine that. Imagine doing
That'd be
that.
lovely.
Yeah, it would be cool, wouldn't it? So yeah.
Would you take another strength up if you got it?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Strength-
why not?
Effectively, a big guy on a
Yeah.
team with 4 supporting strength 4 players, all with Blodge and Agi 4, or one of them to Agi 5. It's mental. Yeah, but
I think he should be able to store more blood if he's got that much strength. So he can actually take a bite.
I mean, if he gets a double, does he take thick skull? That's not serious, by the way.
I'd like to see it. Armor up, thick skull.
I mean,
Why not?
the Blodge sidestep vampire has a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, that's not easy, that one.
Like, you probably want some guard, you probably want some more tackle. Pro
Does
is
he go
not.
pro.
Yeah, I like pro. I like having at least 2 pro vampires. One of them being the killer. So I'd but like the
But his
fact.
killer's also his agility up one.
Yeah, that's kind of problematic. But you can't turn down agility on a vampire team.
No.
Um,
Definitely not.
but yeah, more tackle, pro, agility, or guard, or diving tackle to be really irritating.
I would take another mighty blow myself. So you've got your
Start developing him into a killer now.
yeah. Because you've got the Edge 5 one that's doing hypnogazing.
I mean-
so you need another one doing the blitzing.
The trouble is you end up with
If you're doing that, you want tackle instead, surely.
Well, yeah. The problem is that you don't get that many skills. I mean, if you think you're blodging up all your vampires anyway, that only gives you 4 more skills to take. This guy's got blodge step already. Like, if you give him mighty, if you want to try and make him into a killer, he's not going to have tackle and mighty blow until what 76 or whatever. It's a long way to go. I'd much rather take a new vamp and give him block and then mighty blow straight away, and make a proper killer that way.
Yeah, got you.
I think he does want to go back up to 5 again. He was saying in the chat before, I think, that he was planning to go back up to 5. And he's got plenty of cash to do that with.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, lots of money. But yeah, and then if you give your 5th one block and then mighty blow, he's going to catch up more rapidly with the others because he's hitting things. But anyway, it's a lovely team. This is the point at which vampires actually turn into a good team rather than being a team you're treading on eggshells, trying not to bite everyone over.
I'm just really sad that he lost his other blodge step guy because he had the 3rd one before.
I mean, it must be really bad, really sad. I'm really sad for him that he's only got 4 blodge vampires, 2 of them who are blodge step and a killer. That's awful.
Should he be taking a 5th reroll before we get to the 5th vampire, or do you get the vampire and then the reroll?
I don't like the idea of going up to 5 rerolls. Everyone's like
too high.
It's Like, just try not to activate the 5th one as much. It would be my, Yeah. Like, the Blodsteppers can just be annoying in the middle of the pitch because no one wants to hit them and they're standing in the way of things. So it's just the other ones you need to activate anyway.
I think diving tackle would be quite nice.
And that's also the reason I like Pro. A couple of vampires with Pro is kind of the same as having an extra reroll, right?
Yeah, true.
I think if you've got 2 of them, yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. And like rerolls are expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas Pro gives you a reroll for everything. Okay. So, is that well, it gives you rerolls on turns that aren't even yours. Theoretically, you could get 16 Pro attempts out of a Pro player.
Impressive.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen. You'd have
8 failures as well.
You'd have to have your opponent throwing you the ball on the regular. Do you get an SPP for throwing the ball at your opponent and them catching it? Does that count as a completed pass?
No.
Why not? It should do.
It doesn't even count if one of your other players catches it.
No, but if you're aiming at the other, so if you can actively throw the ball at someone else, right?
Yep.
So let's say you're Khemri and you've got an Agi 3 throw RAR, and your chance of throwing the ball is really good. Your chance of catching is terrible. Throw it at the elf opposite you. Your chance of making a completed pass is really high.
But as Zimmer says, that counts as an intercept.
Ah, boo. Shame.
So, sad times.
Sad times. There was a player in Col who used to rant, he was quite funny. He was a bit strange. One of the things he would do is just throw the ball at the opponent, throw the ball at their main ball carrier, so that I've had enough of the ball. Here, have it.
What?
That's a good tactic.
Yeah, he was he'd spend most games making up weird stories in chat and just talking rubbish, and he was very entertaining with streamers. He used to I think he used to stream quite a lot. There's a guy called Burned. Made up stories about having someone trapped in his basement, and then he'd say he had to leave the computer for a second, and the person would get out and say they need help and stuff. Anyway, the Minotaur's not been fired. The Movement 4 Claw Juggernaut Minotaur.
I think we knew he wasn't going to be.
No, I guess not. He's not. No. But you knew he wasn't going to be because you thought he might save up the money to replace him. I think you said. Was that right?
Possibly.
I just think Movement 4
sounds like something I might have said. But I think he just likes the Minotaur.
Yeah. Either works. All right. Yeah. So, and Supra, XCam, me, you, and Mr. Majorison all thought that. That's only 6. So we didn't all vote for the vampires. Some people.
I think we had slightly lower numbers of votes this week.
Oh
no, 2 people voted for the draw.
Oh, there you go.
Flying Turtle and Disco Dave both went draw.
So I don't add one to Flying Turtle, and I don't add one to Disco Dave. Okay, got it.
Cool.
All right, so the next game I haven't actually watched, and we don't have any clips of. So any of you want to make any guesses about what actually happened in that game?
I think that Mojo got beat up. That's my guess.
Is that based on something factual?
No, just based upon previous form.
So it was a draw.
Yep.
And the only injury for the Chicago Bullshit was a loner lineman who got niggled. So no biggie. Although, sadly for the Kislev.
Oh no, the MVP.
The MVP went to Helmet Wolf.
Oh.
So that was a 3 SPP game for the Kislev.
Yep. They're rebuilding as well.
I'd like to know how much money they got out of that. Did they also roll a 1 on the winnings? I wonder.
They've got 130k in the bank.
Okay.
So
Probably
they
not
can't
then.
have rolled. They probably haven't rolled a 1.
No, that sounds like quite a good roll. Or they would have
Yeah.
bought more. Yeah.
They've lost players recently, so I think they have replaced someone.
They've
so
got
they must have rolled
enough.
fairly well.
If they've still got 130, they've got enough to buy 2 more linemen. Which I like the idea of as...
They've already got 10 players at the moment, so...
Yeah, but you want to buy them, and yes, you don't want to buy one more player because all you'd be
Yeah.
doing is replacing the loner. With
I suppose if he wanted to get a new blitzer, but he's got 2 blitzers and 2 catchers at the minute, so not a bad amount of players.
Hmm.
But he could do with working on one of them, I think. Maybe?
I mean, this wasn't a great game in terms of... Oh, the MVP for Nurgle went a little bit better.
Yeah, Nurgle Warrior getting the MVP is always nice. They always skill up slowly, so... Because then one of the others got a casualty. And a touchdown for the scoring Pestigore.
Nurgle are just so hard at first, aren't they? It looks like that team's just starting to become competitive now, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're just getting good.
But then he keeps losing Pestigore, so it makes it more of a struggle.
I mean, the thing is, that's what happens. You lose Pestigores because they're the ones who don't have hideous appearance foul appearance and lots of strength.
And they're the things that people want to kill because they've normally got really annoying skills.
Yeah, and and they put themselves in harm's way by carrying the ball and wandering around blitzing things. Yeah,
makes sense. It's a sad time to be a Pestigore.
I mean, Rotters probably die more, but no one cares.
But no one cares. It's not even noteworthy. No one would even bother mentioning it.
No, I mean,
Rotter's dead. Whatever.
For a 1640 Nurgle team, this team's pretty nicely developed, though. One very good ball carrier, some really nice warriors. You should be like, this is turning the corner from Nurgle. Oh my god, Nurgle are awful, and I hate this team. To hey, look, this is
getting fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
all those wretched games are now paying off at long last.
Yeah, exactly. But usually against Kislev, Nurgle are my least favourite team to face as Kislev. So 1-1's not a bad result with no losses. I guess Mr. Majorison's probably very, very happy.
He'll be happy no one's died, definitely.
Yeah.
It ends that run that he's had.
Yeah. But we haven't got anything else to say about this. Yeah.
Disco Dave's coming back later. Later, Dave.
Right, later, Dave. And XCam was the only person who predicted a draw. So wait, you said was it XCam that you said you? Oh no, Mr. Majorison that you said you. Yeah. Right. All right. So I need to add one to XCam. All right, and that puts him into double figures.
Nice.
First person.
I've lost my lead. I've lost my lead at the top.
It's the curse of coming on here.
Yeah.
Conrad normally steals all the luck.
Well, this has not been a good week for me so far.
No, it's not.
No, I've got none so far, in fact.
Yep. It's been a far better than expected week for me.
Yeah.
I've got 2.
I'm doing we're almost equal. That's how bad it's been for me.
That's not good.
No, yeah.
Okay. Surefire sign of a bad week.
Nothing else to say about that? Okay. So I guess the next game is the Drudici Violets against the Bootleg All-Stars. And
did you say virus?
Violets, sorry. And you watched this, didn't you, Rob? Or and you sent me clips.
Yeah.
Or a edited video, in fact. So do I just press play and you talk?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, if you want.
Okay, cool. So we have a troll blitzing.
The reason I picked the first clip is because I've never seen a troll do piling on before. So I thought let's show everyone.
Oh, and a wipe and everything. Excellent. Oh, that wasn't a good fireball though.
Your Big Daddy flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fireball was just out.
Bit desperate.
Yeah, he does do well though. He gets the ball. The chainsaw obviously pays off, and the pogoer ends up getting the ball and getting next to Ripper. So it does look like he's stopped their drive. This is turn 7, so it looks like he's done enough to stop their drive because the Dark Elves were really worried all game about the Wizard and the throw teammate to collect. So he was screening off really well. The Goblins were basically blitzing with the 2 trolls all the time. I would have thought he'd be blitzing with Ripper, but he didn't. He just kept blitzing with the trolls and he's good, isn't he, with Goblins? He plays them really well, and he's competitive with them, which you don't see too much.
No, it's hard to be good with goblins.
But I played this Dark Elf team in week 1, and he really showed me up. Brilliant with them, and just I had no answers at all. But this is the reason why when you're seeing these clips now is because they've just got all the tools to do exactly what they want. You know, they've just blitzed the ball and the witch runs down and then just picks up in tackle zones and passes away or hands off. I can't remember what he does here.
Elves, yeah, hand off.
Yeah.
Elves doing elf things.
Yeah, I guess he blitzes with the trolls because he wants the trolls to get SPP, right?
Yeah, and some mighty blow hits on the elves, I guess.
And
but yeah, you're going to lose 1 or 2 of those blitzes to
really stupid.
Really stupid. Yeah.
But piling on does mean you're more likely to injury with the ones you do hit, right? So
yeah, getting that second bite.
I showed this bit here because it was turn 8 and he put his weapons on. He didn't have much choice but to put weapons on, and it paid off. He's killed an elf, and then this is second half, and he's got pretty much 2 chainsaws and a ball and chain on the pitch, and another 5.
Extra bribe, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
sure, the Dark Elves did not appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm surprised he put the witch on the line there, but there you go. He's not a very experienced witch. But the chainsaws were pretty good in this half, and then their slow grind just worked its way down. I felt a bit sorry for him here. Loner worked into both down.
1 in 81.
Yeah. I thought he was going to throw the teammate, but maybe he's just trying to push the elves out of the way beforehand.
It's always a last minute thing that you want to be doing that for, especially with goblins.
Yeah, so the game just ended 1-0. It did look like the goblins had a chance of equalising, but the elves were in control of that game, the whole game really.
As you'd kind of expect from a game with elves against stunties, basically, right?
Yeah.
This kind of developed elves as well, with lots of tackle and a tackle mighty blow player.
Yeah, he did well. The elf guy he was just taking off the standard goblins until there's hardly any of them left, and then he had to keep using his secret weapons. So yeah, he's a really good coach. I think he's going to be right up the top, first or second at the end of the season.
Cool.
Yeah. Lost a player to death and lost. Is that niggled, wrestled?
I think it was a standard lineman he lost.
It's got wrestle and dodge, but. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably still got to go with a niggle.
Where are we? There he is. Well, he's not been fired yet.
That's fair. He's got a game to decide, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Always got that spare game.
Oh yeah, no one leveled up, did they? Yes, actually.
No one on the Druidry Violet's just a goblin.
No, that's the troll. The troll leveled. The break tackle troll is. Do you need to go for another piling on?
Hopefully.
I think he'll go Juggernaut again if he gets a normal. Does he? Because then there's not blitzing one.
Yeah, I feel like he's got one who's already got Juggernaut and piling on for blitzing. One actually,
Guard.
I was going to say grab, but the other's got grab as well. That's weird. They don't have very many choices. You know, he's got
No,
100. He's got 120. Maybe it's time to fire and rehire one of them. You are correct though, guard.
Guard. Yeah. It makes people a little bit tougher on the line.
Always feels a little bit wasted with Goblins guard.
Yeah, because either the people doing the blocks are strength 7, ball and chains, or other trolls or whatever, or they're strength 2 goblins, and the guards, you know.
They put some up to strength 3 if they're on the line.
I mean, those two skills, break, tackle, and guard, could be a spare goblin on the roster instead.
It's true.
Would you think you're sacking one of the trolls now and buying a new one and trying to get block on him?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just because of the fact that, well, he's already quite a lot lower than all of the other team values, so he's already going to be getting plenty of inducements. So, I'm not sure how necessary it is to drop him.
I've got the Goblins next week.
Ooh.
Well, hold that thought. Oh, wait a second. So yeah, we'll come to that after your last video, and also, but first we will do who thought the Druidry Violets would win, and that is Supra, XCam, me, Rob, and Flying Turtle. Hooray! I get a point, taking me one point further away from Spoon.
Taking the non-fun option.
What did you put, Spoon? Was it a draw? Or
I wanted a draw.
I mean,
I couldn't go for Goblin win, sadly. I didn't think they were going to, because it's just too difficult playing elves as goblins, especially elves with loads of tackle.
Yeah, it would have been, you know, it would have been very impressive. But you know, that's one of the things about goblins is they are a team with a lot of variance, so it's possible for the if the dice fall well, they can randomly beat people. It just almost never happens.
Definitely.
Oh, Mr.
Mojo voted for Flying Turtle to win, which is why we didn't get a result, because he voted differently to me.
Ah, yeah.
Every time we voted the same, we got points.
Hi.
If we ever didn't, then neither of us got anything.
And Disco Dave voted for something else as well, or he didn't vote in that game.
I don't think he voted in that game, which is quite strange. I don't know why you wouldn't vote for all of the games.
Because he only got halfway through the list and then got bored.
Yeah, I suppose that's a reasonable exception.
Confusingly, Flying Turtle got his second point by voting against himself.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in my league that are doing that, and they're cleaning up whenever they do it.
I do the opposite. Whenever I vote against myself is when I win, so I'm kind of planning on voting against myself more often, just in the hope that, you know, it helps me win more.
Yeah, last week we had joint winners, and both of them were people that voted against themselves in the game.
Okay, so the last one is Malekith King against Grinch.
Cool. Disco Dave's gone, so you don't get to see it.
No.
He says he's going to catch up anyway.
Yeah. So...
Good win for Disco Dave, this. It really was. The elves did throw a lot of ones in this game. But he makes his intentions clear on turn 2. What he's planning on doing the whole game. He's
fouling,
keep fouling.
Yeah, I mean, the Dark Elves have one spare player, but you're still.
Oh, this part here, he's going to hand off to the Witcher on the sideline, but he failed to go for it, so he didn't. He didn't risk it.
Oh, so he just held on to it instead.
Yeah. So I think I'd have still handed off myself. I think I'd have chanced it.
The Witch Elf had a chance to catch it, she just didn't want it enough.
No, I'm just I do not mind the holding on to it instead of rolling the dice.
Yeah.
But this is the elf drive, and when the ball went off the pitch, the Yorks got it.
But if you hand it off and it goes off anyway, and then they've got an entire turn of moving their players around to wherever the ball is, instead of only the players who are left over after they've already,
But there was two guys,
Ooh.
wasn't there, that could straight away just get the assist and then get the blitz.
This was ballsy play.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Although, you know, without strip, is red dicing. She's not, and she's not
She doesn't
wrestle
even
either.
have tackle.
No, I mean,
Oh,
what?
I like
That was
I like
risky.
this bit here. He lures the witches over for the surf. He like tempts them. Come and surf me, and then I can score my second touchdown, which I thought was good.
Yeah. I mean, basically,
Solid play.
I do like that as you know, it's something. I'm a big fan of allowing things to be surfed or giving your opponent a juicy
The
foul
option.
on a juicy foul on one side of the pitch, and then just sending everyone with the ball up down the other side of the pitch. So you're like, yeah, you've surrounded my player with your players, so you could foul him, and now I
Bye.
score. Yeah. But
You
yeah,
see it paid off.
Hence part of you playing as the fast players,
mm,
fast teams.
yeah.
Montan Blitz is in with us.
So that's
Ran out of
2-0.
time.
Yeah, that was 2-0.
Oh.
As I say, it'd be worth having a look at this dice log to see how many dodges the Dark Elves failed, but it seemed a lot. It really did.
Montan Blitz says that he ran out of time, which I'm guessing is on the handoff part, possibly.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense, I guess.
I think it would have been less risky just because of the fact that he could get two players there straight away.
Hmm.
I don't mind that. Did we see if the guy that had the ball had blodge?
No, he didn't. No, because he was. I think he was knocked over by a. Oh, actually, yes. He was. He was the plus movement guy, wasn't he? So he was a blodger.
Oh, but he was probably just hit by a tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he got taken out with a stumbles.
We've got a couple of levels though, haven't we?
Yeah.
Always fun.
So
Troll MVP.
The troll MVP. What do you? So I assume the troll will be guard or block if it's a double.
Yep, that seems fair.
Yeah, Malekith Kink rolled about 20 to 30% more ones than they deserved, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they rolled twice the number of sixes.
Yeah.
Well, ones are sixes.
Like sixes.
And their armor wasn't great, so the ones weren't all on armor.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty rough.
I thought it was high when watching it. I was feeling for him at times because nothing was working.
I mean the Grinch rolled more than the right amount of ones and twos as well, but obviously not rolling that many dice and mostly rolling punching dice.
I think some of those will have come on their armor as well because they had decent armor from it.
In fact, not that many dice rolled altogether. Not that many blocks. Not that many. Not that much rolling of dice.
Once the orcs caged up, it just looked impossible for the Dark Elves to get it off, and it really did.
And we have another big guy with block. So the troll rolled a double.
Nice. Definitely worth keeping around then.
Yeah. And, he's because that was his 9th SPP, he's pretty close to getting, I guess you're going to start hitting with him and using block Mighty Blow, especially as you've only got one other Mighty Blow, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Getting close to getting piling on.
Or guard. Guard. More guard.
Probably guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guard and then stand firm.
It's not quite as bad in this league because there's not too many fighty teams, but he will want them if he goes up.
It's funny. I think the middle of the league is where most of the a lot of the fightiness happens. So like quite a lot of good coaches play agi teams and get high up because that's how you win. Is by scoring, not by punching. So you end up with more of a punchy middle than a punchy top and bottom.
Fair.
Yeah. Anyway, and Malekith Kink had a level as well. What was it? Was it a blodger?
It was a block kick lineman.
So I guess dodge.
Jolly dodge, yeah.
On a double?
Do you go guard?
I mean,
there's only one other guard on the team.
More guard, the better.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one to have it with kick, but
Well, no, she's all,
keep it back and then place it somewhere.
Yeah, he's being protected by you know, being at the back and stuff.
Yeah. I would definitely go guard if he got it all.
Is it Kamazima says 70% on dodges? Ouch! I've
Yeah.
had Kemri games where that went better. And yes, it is now a blodge kicker.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes him a very, very good player.
Okay, so the coming week then, yeah.
Did you do the
scores.
predictions?
Oh, the scores. You're right. Sorry, I apologise.
No worries.
We have.
I got shouted at last week for not doing them on time, so I'll make sure to pass that along.
Oh, at the end of my last recap, I said I was going to add the last 3 games, and I didn't. Oh, bugger. Anyway,
I'm fine with that. It's kept me higher up compared to everyone else, which I'm still third last. So yeah, that's how well it's going.
Yeah.
Was there a game from last week you needed to cover as well? Or
Oh,
yes.
yes.
The bullies.
The bloody bullies of Baria. Anyway, wait. So, one thing at a
Let's
time.
do
All
this
right.
first.
So, the people who thought that Grinch would win were actually quite a lot. So obviously Disco Dave, and Flying Turtle for the green vote. Okay, see you, Cameron Zimmer, and Spoon and Mr. Mojo, of course, because you two go in pairs everywhere.
Apparently so.
Apparently. All right. So
only when we win.
Only when you win. Okay.
Yeah.
So last week we're saying that the bloody bullies of Baria against Things You Do Not Want happened after the recap, and that was 2-1 to the Things You Do Not Want. Which
it was indeed.
I bet you I voted against because I'd have expected the vampires to be annoying to the Khemri and actually remove them, remove the ball from their possession.
The only person that voted for Kamen Zimmer that week was Flying Turtle.
Ah, so
I was catching up.
I will give Flying Turtle 2 extra points for that. A point for that and a point for this one I'm about to do here.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
I was going to say 2 extra points. Hang on a minute. Whoa.
You know what I mean.
Definitely going to be last then.
Oh, I can't do this at the same time. Damn it.
That's what happens if you're the only one that gets it right. You get 2 points.
And that's when the vampire died.
It was. Yep.
So and the plus strength thrall got MNG'd, and the other plus strength thrall was MNG'd the week before. So they've been taking turns. So that is why.
Yeah, they're not lasting long.
That is why you need to take both strength ups with your throlls, because you swap them over each.
You only ever have one.
Yeah, you only have one at a time. That's also the reason for having, 6 vamps is because of them getting MNG'd every so often. And we've already seen the teams, but the Khemri got 2 level ups.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
So I need to update the scores, and while I'm updating the scores, let's have a look at the coming games. So first of all, the Chaos Black Nightmares get their admin week. So
the vampire died turn 1, and the game didn't get any better for them from there.
Oh, harsh. Hey, Super Bobby.
Yeah. Sorry, hello.
All right, and so the first game next week is just as he's left, Kamazima's Things You Do Not Want against the Caladrian Crusaders. So, which of you would like to start?
Well, I think the Crusaders are just getting good now, so I've got a feeling that they're going to win this one.
Oh, the Crusaders the Nurgle, right?
The Crusaders are the Nurgle.
Yeah.
I think I want to go Khemri because I've just heard that he's had 70% dodges as Khemri before, so I feel that's a good call. Khemri can dodge.
He's got a killer as well on the Crusaders, hasn't he? He's got a claw mighty blow. Is that right?
He does have a claw mighty blow, yeah.
Yeah, on one of the warriors.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a really hard game for the Kenry myself.
There's not too much guard building up on the Nurgle yet.
That's exactly what I just looked at. Was the first thing I did was count the number of guard on the Nurgle, and to be fair, the Khemri have less. The Khemri only have 2, but they do. The Khemri have a big bench. They are up to 16 players, which is slightly mental.
Although the Nurgle do get 270k of inducements as well, though.
I mean,
which is a fairly nice amount, but they don't have the best game for that.
It's interesting. So, like, I wouldn't recommend having 16 players, but when you're 270 up, it's not really worth firing players to lower that amount, is it? So maybe having 16s.
Get rid of a dead cat.
I don't think he's going to get rid of a dead cat. He's got mighty blow piling on, dodge and tackle. He's not getting rid of him.
Oh, it's his best player, Volum shot.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, if you fired 2 skeletons, that would be forcing the Nurgle to pick between a wizard and a bribe. Yeah.
It's not a bad choice. Yeah.
As opposed to them just being able to have both a wizard and a bribe. They don't have any dirty player though, actually.
Nope.
Decisions. So, what did you both say? Have you picked on the bot? Because I have put just before we went live, I did do the predictions bot in the channel, so we can actually put them in there. And Spoon, I see you have predicted the Khemri to win.
Yep. I just like Khemri.
You just like Khemri.
I like vampires, I like Khemri, and I like goblins. So there's going to be some votes there that way.
I think the Nurgle will actually win this. I think this is one you could argue that will end up being a draw. They're both, but that movement 7, agility 4 Pestigore, and assuming the
he could get sent off 5 times, stupid Bubby, and still have a full team. But it's only the first one that's really going to matter, because that's the one with the dirty player.
Yeah. Can get sent off. Yeah, but the trouble is, if you get sent off, then you're it's fine having 5 players on the bench, but on that drive, you're
in trouble.
In trouble, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. The more I think that it's going to be a draw. But because I want the Khemri to win, I'm going to vote that way. So yeah.
All right. So the next one is Barkengrad against the Druidici Violets.
Yep.
Ooh.
Could be a good one. Two of the higher up in the table teams going up against each other.
I mean, what Rob was saying about Eldarin makes me think Eldarin.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Dark Elves. I think the Arkengard are just a one-man team, and I think the Elves are sorting out somehow.
Oh, really?
I'm going to go for a draw, I think, on that one.
Okay, I'm going for the Elves.
Be like 2-2.
2-2. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Barkengrad play. Like, I think they tend to try and keep it low scoring, right?
Go for a 1-1. Yeah. But they've both got fast enough players to be able to one-turn potentially. So.
Yeah, against the Skaven, they did go 3-1. It was that last season rather than this season as well. Yeah. Yeah. No, I still think Druidici Violets.
Yeah, they're a solid team.
Okay, and next we have 1066, the Pro Elves against Malekith Kink, the other Dark Elves.
Yep, the other Dark Elves.
Okay,
the,
so
how's the Pro Elf team looking now? Has he lost any of the good players yet?
Nope.
I mean, they've still only got 10 players, and it depends what your definition of lost and good is. They've got 2 niggled players, right?
But they're not firing them. Well, they haven't fired the lineman, weirdly.
He's not niggled. The lineman, he's only movement busted.
Oh, move it down. Yep.
It's the thrower with kick and the plus agi blitzer who both have niggles.
I think XCAM said that he was going to get a new player. As soon as he got a new player of kick, he was going to fire the thrower.
Yeah,
I'm sure he said something along those lines.
but he needs to. But he picked wrestle on Edgar the Appling, who just leveled up.
Weird.
Hmm.
I'm sure he told us he was taking kick with him and firing the other guy, but maybe not.
Well, and the Dark Elves have like
They've got a smattering of stats.
they've got 100 TV of inducements.
I'm guessing 30k if that's going to disappear because he's on 180.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
XCAM is, so
Yeah.
it's going to drop a bit.
I mean, XCAM could actually get a bench for this coming game, couldn't he? Go up to 12
He could
players. If he's got
He'd be
180.
giving away a bit
In fact,
of,
he could get 2 bench. But, you know...
He could actually. I don't think I'd go that far. 2 bench feels like it's too much.
I mean, it's not too much, but maybe he wants to save some money in case someone dies.
Yeah. It's also too much, as in he's definitely going to give away a wizard then.
Well, I hope he has better dice this week, because his dice were pretty shocking this last.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give it to Pro Elves myself.
Okay. I'm going to go for the Dark Elves because I think they look more kind of lean. They're almost as good in terms of stat ups, and a bit of movement for Dark Elves is really helpful. And both teams have kick, but the Dark Elves are going to live longer, and they've got a spare player, and they've got inducements at the moment. So yeah, I'm going Malekith.
I think I'm going to go draw again, just to be different.
You've
And
done quite a few draws this week, haven't you?
yeah. In fact, no, I'm going to go for the Dark Elves because the Dark Elves Montan Blitz is in chat, whereas XCAM's not made it this week. I've got reasons.
Okay.
They're not game based, but
okay. So next,
to vote against XCAM, are you? When
yeah. So if you're, so if you really care about the voting, or maybe if you want Spoon to get less points, make sure you don't turn up to the recaps when you think you're going to win. How about that for metagaming?
Also, if you think you're going to win, don't come on and join us on the recap, because I don't vote there. In fact, no, do go there on. Come on the recap when you think you're going to win.
Yeah, because you vote against the person who's recapping usually, who's joining us.
Yep, that is my rule.
That's your Okay. So disturbingly rat-like against Grinch.
Ooh.
Grinch has found a bit of form now, hasn't he?
Has he just won 2 in a row then?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna.
No, he lost the week before to Dark Elves.
did he?
Oh, right.
And the week before that to Vampires.
He's
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not.
he's on
And then
one.
he's to Nurgle. No, he's not on form.
he is on form because last week was the first game he's won. So now he's on a streak of 1.
And that's because the
Yeah.
elves kept rolling ones, yeah.
I shouldn't have gone so far back. I've just looked at his overall and he's on 1-2-2.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, that is form. So I'll take him to 2-2-2 then. Solid choice.
What's the state of the rat team? Are they missing any gutter runners?
Cool. I don't think they are. I think we would have mentioned it before. Nope, the gutter runners are all there, including the movement 10 one. Punchy the Storm Vermin, who has Claw and Mighty Blow, is out though.
That's handy.
Which is pretty rough for the Skaven.
But the Rats do have 13 players against a higher TV Orc team. So they will be getting a wizard. Assuming.
They're
Lots
getting
white-
90k, aren't they?
lots
So
white
they'll have to put 60k of their own money in,
Oh, right.
which they can afford, I think. Yeah, they've got 150k, so they could do that.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Scumming a wizard. It feels so wrong.
So, you know, as a rat, that's the least bad thing you ever do. If you know what I mean. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
that's true. Just the
I'm
beginning.
going with the rats. I'm going with the rats on this.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm. Go on then.
gonna go Dave.
Okay.
He's on form now, ain't he? We've
Yeah.
just
He's on
discussed it. He's on form.
It's all about who's in form. I am also going disturbingly rat-like. Just generally in
fair.
life, I'm always a bit disturbingly rat-like.
Flying Turtle's gone for a draw there.
I think that's one of the least likely outcomes of that game. Because either the rats outscore the orcs, or the orcs murder the rats and win. There's no in between where it's a draw. He says.
Well, it could
He
be
says
if-
famously, literally.
Yeah. If the orcs murder the rats, but not the one turner, you could end up with a draw that way. The claw being out definitely is an issue, stupid Bobby.
And I'm now actually showing
that
it
one?
on screen, so you can also see the odds that the bot gives, and the bot gives a massive advantage to things you do not want over Caladrian Crusaders. I've just noticed 1.77. That's huge. Although the bot also thinks the Zons are going to win by even more. So wow, there's some big gaps here. Anyway, so the next one is Rob, your game. We are Zons against the Goblins.
Yeah.
And Flying
I'm
Turtle has
a bit-
already voted for you.
I'm a bit scared I'm going to lose some good players in this game, I have to say, but I'd
Strength
like
means
to
nothing
think...
in the face of a chainsaw.
Yeah, exactly, and Blosh doesn't either.
Yep.
Yeah, he hasn't got that much inducements on me though. He's got enough for 3 bribes, and there's another, I don't know,
He's got
60k or
200k.
something? 200k, right. So it's just 3 bribes and
Babe,
a babe, yeah.
if you're going that route. Not great. You're playing at your place.
I mean,
so it doesn't-
three bribes and bomber dribble snot as an extra body.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Nope.
2 bribes and an extra chainsaw. 2 chainsaws, hopefully. Is what stupid Bobby's saying.
I mean,
Prepare
actually,
for pain, Rob.
If we were playing at his stadium, where has he got the
yeah,
has he
Knuckle
got the
Altar.
stadium where
Yeah, he does have the Knuckle
I
Altar.
would have, even if I had more TV than him, I would have got the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Just so he couldn't have it. That's what the computer does against you sometimes. I've noticed that's a nice.
I think
sneaky
you
little
get
trick.
different chainsaws though with the teams that you're on.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are correct that if the 2 teams both have access to the same star player and one of them buys them, the other one can't. Which
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
is the rule in like perpetual leagues on tabletop as well. Usually,
Yeah.
like you can only, the stars can only play for one side, obviously, and it's like it's all right, Shawnee, and you know the rule is ignored for like res tabletop leagues, res tabletop, NAF style
Cool, nonsense.
competitions, so that people who turn up with a star player get to play with their star player, basically.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm hoping to get the win, obviously. So I'm gonna back myself in this one.
Oh, we've also been joined by Wolf Bark as well.
Yeah.
Hello.
I've got my Shawnee League game scheduled for actually now. So
That's not...
yeah. So that's also why
Let's move on.
I was kind of trying to skip forward a little bit to go a bit faster these bits, but we're on the last game. Chicago Bolshoi against the bloody bullies of Baria.
Neither of you two have said who you're voting for, though.
Didn't we?
Nope.
I'm going for Zons. I'm going for the Zons.
That's fair.
I'm going for a draw because
Fair
I
enough.
hate Zons and I refuse to vote for them.
Fair. And I've gone for goblins because
Yeah,
I
'cause-
vote against the person that's on.
Actually, oh no, yeah, have fun. Actually, that's the least likely I've seen a draw be for the bot. Anyway, all right. So the last one: Vampires against Kislev, two teams that like sacking each other.
I'll go for the draw.
I'm going to go for Kislev. I think Kislev should win this one.
I'm going to go for vampires because I like vampires then.
Cool.
Nice, simple analysis there.
Yeah.
So Kislev are going to get a lot of inducements though.
Yeah, so that means a wizard. And vampires might actually, remove themselves and stuff. So
yeah, they could do. Fairly easily.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Done. Yes?
Happy with that? Yep.
Nothing
good.
else to talk about?
Plenty more we could waffle on about.
Let's not, so I stop annoying Shawnee League.
Shawnee. That's fair.
I mean, I'm not sure if Shawnee's actually in a position to be annoyed himself, as I think he leaves his own league on a regular basis in the lurch. But I don't want Dark Quark, who is my opponent, to be irritated. So yes,
that's fair.
Let's end this. And I think I'm gonna keep streaming and show the game. And I'm playing Woodies, so my comments earlier about booing half ironically.
Half ironically.
So, yeah. You don't put too much effort into the irony.
Shocking behaviour.
All right, and I'm playing Woodies against Dark Quark's something. What is he? I have no idea. I should check.
Probably should know that.
Where are we? Where are we? Too many teams. Oh, we've got to spin, don't we? Okay, yeah. So it's an NFL style league. Anyway, all right. So, for anyone who has had enough of the Rebel recap, we're going to stop now, and I'm going to drink something. Actually, oh no, actually, yeah, no, I'm fine. And then I'm going to spin to play my game against Dark Quark and his Lizard Men. There we are. Woodies against Lizard Men. Cool.
Nice. Oh, you went Philadelphia Seagulls.
Yeah. You like that?
Shocking. Yes, I did like that. I was thinking of stealing it if it didn't get taken.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it wasn't my idea at all. That name. I was thinking about Philadelphia. I was thinking about some place in, Warhammer lore.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell DQ that I'm spinning.
That's all good.
Yeah. So I went for a random place, but yeah, I asked on my Discord what Toby thought or what people thought generally, and Toby came up with Philadelphia Seagulls, and it's much better than what I thought of.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
Right, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for having me.
Cool.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank you very much
good
for
luck in your
joining
game.
us. Thank you, and I guess you're off as well, Spoon.
Yep, I'm off as well. I shall catch you at some point later and speak some point next week about what's going off.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Okay, see ya.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Alright, so I guess I need to try and be interesting and talk about what I'm doing. I've forgotten how... this is my first game in Shawnee League, so it might be bad as I don't remember. Okay, so it's not going to be extra time, is it? If it's a spin league, and turns are going to be short. Yeah, it's me, Woof, and Dark Quark, and I've forgotten who the other one is. Who is the other one? I want to say Fault Force. Yes, and Fault Force. Dwarves. Ah, and DQ is streaming as well. Should people want to you know, watch someone better than me? What? Full Force is probably a free win because he's dwarves. That's exactly the kind of thing that people say just before I get beaten by someone. He has gone for the lots of mighty blow and killing things route. How come he gets to have 12 players and I've only got 11? It's so unfair. Anyway. He says he isn't very good, and I believe him. Full Force. Are you you know, particularly allowing people from Europe in who are bad so that the Americans feel better? Because you know there have been lots of anti-European jokes. Is it just hard to get people to join an American-style American Football League type thing? I wonder. And this is the 4th game. Wait. This doesn't make sense. How can there be 5 wins and 3 losses? We have a lot of bad American players too. Excellent. And I'm mixed up between who Faye. So one's what's the name? J5. There are 5 losses. Oh, yep, there they are. Sorry, can't count. So the 2. That's 1 game. I got it. Some people play 2 games. Yeah, because it's a ladder, you can skip around and play your opponents early and stuff. Does that add into the, you know, I could end up playing all my games in a very short period of time and it all being over. So let's see, where is SFL? I was going to look for which bit. Oh, there we are. We got the game going. All right, fine. Whoa, no, we haven't. Cyanide has just crashed. So, don't send. Lol. And then, oh, that's going to. Is that going to just automatically lose on a ladder, or is that going to let me get back into it? Fuck's sake. Yeah, instant crash. So that was annoying. And we should be back. Oh, not that. There. Not that. Boom. Alright. Should be able to see it as well. Hey, you get 10k! Why'd you get 10k? What? Yeah, I know you need to click yes on the pop-up. I was just fiddling around with OBS at the same time. Did you underspend by 10k? For that, you know, in case someone wants to get inducements and you mess them up by being 10k under the limit. Is that? Can I see weather? Is that the slightly brighterness of heat or something? Yeah, just to annoy people who decide to spend. I mean, I've done that in a res tournament before, where I specifically underspent by 10k just to irritate people who were trying to, you know, use inducements. I might even been in the World Cup qualifier. No, it was the World Cup qualifiers, or one of the qualifiers to World Cup in one of the leagues. That is, in fact, sweltering heat. I thought I saw that. Oh, and he's going in defence. Okay. I'm interested. Oh, I like having a cheerleader when I've only got 1 or 2 pre-rolls. I've not played Willies for a little while. I hope I haven't forgotten how to play them. Yeah, sweltering heat when neither of us have a bench. Might be worth scoring quickly and hoping that it fucks his drive. Or not too slowly. Why would you start so far forward?
Hey.
Odd. Okay, guard catcher. Put the thingy there. You're going to catch the ball, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, that's a bad idea. I mean, that's still a bad idea, but it's a different kind of bad idea. Alright. Part of me wants to put more things on the line in case I get a quick snap. But fuck it, that'll do. Oh, deep kick. Yeah, cheering fame, cheering fans. I've got the fame and I've got the cheerleader. And the ball doesn't bounce out of bounds. Yeah. All right. He's a fan of the naming scheme, which I didn't come up with, so I am not going to take, you know, what's it of. Does everyone say sweltering heat, eh? Or was that... Did I... Oh, yeah, okay. Yay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, go on. I've got to reroll. Nope. Loner fail. Fine then. Oh, good start. Now to get punched around. Damn it. All I really wanted was to get some hits on the... Or get a hit on the skink in the background. But no. I don't have an Apo yet either. I need to remember I don't have an Apo. And he's not blitzed yet. Yay! Someone didn't break armor. Woo! Base, base, base. Wait, why did he's fouling the dancer? Okay, he's safe. And there goes the skink. So, you know, one of each. Run away. Okay. Well, this has been a bit of a shit show so far, hasn't it? Let's actually start by picking the ball up. How about that? Yay! Something didn't die. No too far back, it's fine. Alright, so can move to there. Okay. 1 in 9. If I get KO, safe. Shawnee redeemed the funny reward. 69. Lol. I need to work out something that's actually funny to say when that happens. You know. Okay, it's going well. Hey, not permanent though. And of course, oh, I kind of assumed you'd be going for the second block with the other Saurus. No? Find them. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yeah, it totally is. 3 removals. On the other hand, lizards have lost a skink, so you know, that's important. Yeah, do not use. Another way of looking at it is I have successfully stalled for 2 turns. Or maybe not, but you know. Decisions. Stupid decisions. Making a GFI with the ball? Actually, yes, making a GFI with the ball is what I'm planning on doing. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, the tree is really good at standing up. That is indeed a wonderful silver lining. Ooh. Yeah, I'm still gonna do a GFI and have to re-roll it. Okay. Elves. Woo.
Hey!
Not that I'm, you know, planning on running the over there as quickly as possible. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, no, that was fine. Yeah, okay. Downhill very, very quickly, and bad positioning, and not paying attention. I'm really bad at this whole, like, playing Blood Bowl thing. But mostly, I think, when I'm streaming, I play worse. So, you know, this is helping. Helping me learn what not to do. Yeah, he's not dead. Wow, Luke. Run! Okay, I'm rapidly burning through my rerolls, doing fairly dangerous things, definitely not playing well. And 2 injuries and 2 knockouts. But, you know, elves. Yay! He has to roll a reroll. And it doesn't work still. Even better. Yeah, exactly. Just win the heat rolls. Easy life. I mean, I've got 2 players who have a 50% chance of not even, you know, being on the pitch without even having to make a heat roll. Of course, I could lose the KO rolls and the heat rolls and have like 2 players left for 4 defending for 4 turns of defending. Uh-oh, both my dodgers are based. He's used his 3-0, hasn't he? What's the point in... Oh! Did the screen go blank for a second there? God damn it. Lots of dice rolls. I just don't want to get a 1 in 9 in. Let's start with a loner roll. That will do. Fuck it. What's the chance of 3 things failing? That's a 3+, admittedly. And then, well, the first one. Oh dear. Ah, you know. Hey! Double skull again. Ah. Elves. It was a stupid thing to do. I shouldn't have done that. Ah, bugger. Hooray!
Hey.
Oh, nice. Although that is a player that doesn't get to have to roll sweltering heat. Yeah, it's not fair when they pick up the ball. Exactly. Lizards should definitely automatically fail ball pickups. Oh, I forgot to press blitz. What a fuck quit. twat. Don't need to hit things, it's fine. One, not dead, but safe for the rest of the game. He did try. He's, you know, he's had a player sent off already. That's how. But, you know, yeah. I am down to 7. Not going well for Woodies. But, you know, I'm sure you're all happy about that. Yeah, exactly. Lizard men are just as annoying and boring. Can't count. God damn. Oh well, last turn may involve me trying to throw from a catcher to a thrower. Okay, I should actually think about this, not just click on things. I mean, I wasn't really thinking, I just clicked more. Yeah, kick off return thrower because it means you don't need sure hands as much. No, yeah, it was a silly idea. Why not? Because I'm scared. Oh, because of one turning. One turning with kickoff return is a much better chance, he says, not being able to use words. Okay, talking of, let's hope they don't pick up the ball. Let's have a good scatter. No? Oh, of course. Okay, don't pick up the ball. Balls. That's gonna be it. Oh, yay! Yeah, so the fuck what? Exactly. Okay, let's see those heat rolls. See? Secret is, have all your players knocked out. You can't have 3 of them getting heat stroke. Or you know. So I only got 1 back from being knocked out. Whatever. I mean, you should have left him there. It would have, you know. I was actually thinking about not doing this side because of that player. But, you know, now. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, the 3 lizards being out probably made the 1 turning easier, assuming that, oh, maybe not. Lol. okay. He could have just moved everyone away from where I'm trying to one turn. As it is, I don't think it's that much harder. It would be nicer with... I'm going to need to make a dodge as well, aren't I? So, that to there. Follow up. Actually, I don't need to follow up. I do need to follow up, so I need to fill that space, of course. Now, this isn't actually... I need to fill these two spaces. And it's going to be a red dice. Do I just go for the red dice? Yeah, I do need to fill it, because if I hit from here to here, and that space is empty, then the Crocs goes into that space, yeah? What I need to do, though, is I do need to hand it off to the catcher. Let's see what this works. Yay, catch works. Okay, so this is a red dice. That dodge would make it one dice. Oh shit, not much time. That'll do. And that. I can calm down, I don't need to rush. The timer is only going to happen after I've pressed that button. And I want to go... There's a big gap in the middle there anyway, right? So it doesn't matter where I go. Following doesn't make any difference. Perfect. And click end zone. And failed GFI. Well, you know, it was pretty unlikely. Oh. 2 plus, 2 plus. No, actually, no. 3 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus. I mean, it wasn't really nicely done, was it? Let's be honest. It was a combination of, you know, too badly done. Oh yeah. Hey, random boy. Yes. I have come straight from doing my Gman 4B recap into this game as well, and not had dinner yet, which is going to be like one of the excuses I'm going to use now to say why I'm playing badly. And I'm updating the title as we speak, because I realised that's why you said that. Versus DQs Lizards in a completely unedifying display of Blood Bowl. Yeah, and I mean, I was thinking more about the 6 turns before this happened, rather than necessarily just the 1 turn attempt. But thank you very much, Shawnee. That's very kind of you. And look, nobody else died. Oh no, I did have another KO. Oh well. Oh, didn't die. So anyway, why can't you buy Fan Factor in Shawnee League? Because that would take some of the randomness out of the... Okay, they're all back. Fine. Another one back, which is, you know, correct. And now... Oh dear. Ooh, but the Crocs is out, and he was really irritating. I have 5 players. Why would you buy Fan Factor? Because it massively affects a lot of big random things early on. Not the worst 5 to have. That is indeed correct. Spread out as much as possible. Or really spread out as much as possible. Yeah, I think that's the best way to set up 5 players on the pitch, right? Yeah, I'm not like... I think people should still pay for it. No, it was because in Clan, you know, you reset every season of 9 games, and in that time, you get a lot of games where, you know, if they have 0 fan factor, there's a massive variation in Rebel Clan. Whereas now it's 5 fan factor, takes a lot of the variation out of it, so you get a lot fewer 2+s. Only 2 skinks though. I mean, a blitz wouldn't be bad. Just saying. Oh yeah, I get a perfect defense. Booyah. I mean, +5 makes +2, like +5 to both sides makes +2 almost impossible. Like, it takes double 1ing on one side to get 7, and then a 10 or more on the other side. Yeah? But basically a 1 in 1,000 chance of there being a +2. Yeah, you didn't leave a pitch. Hoorah! Roller 1. Boo. Not really surprising though, I guess. Target. Yay, another one. Not dead though. But incoming skink foul. This has been a pitiful display of wood elf shitness on my part. Who am I playing next? Let's forget about this game now and just consider. Is it game scheduling? It is, isn't it? Oh, I've got Wolfbark next, don't I? Oh, great. Is that right? No, I have Shawnee and Chorfs, and then I've got Wolfbark. No one died, Tom. It's all fine. I mean, you know, my team isn't on the pitch anymore. No one's died yet. Is probably the correct thing to say. Yeah, I think we've only played once before, Shawnee, and that was when I was Goblins. So you made very short work of me that time. Ooh, looks like. Well, I am losing my own stream, if that makes sense. Is it cutting up for other people too? Matt, whatever. Yeah, sorry about the buffering. Lol. No, maybe not. Alright. Fine. You can punch the catcher. Had enough of this game. Don't play anymore. Oh, for God's sake, stop getting both down on the catchers. Supposed to be getting defender stumbles. Okay, I should have just been boring and taken block on everyone. Like a dwarf or something. Score quick and go for the third? Oh fuck! I meant to press blitz. Bollocks. Cry. I wouldn't have made it anyway. Okay, so who can I raid? As it is now time to consider. Oh, just a power, it's fine. 3 dice, expected. I take it from the factual here that Jimmy's not streaming. Oh God. Fact. Oh, Kiander's on. I'll probably raid Kiander. He's playing his CCL quarterfinal against Dio's Rats. Please tell me he's winning. Oh no, the Rats are winning. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't normally do that. Like, but you know, fine. These things happen. Lol. I'm not doing that with a guard catcher. Fact. I feel like punching a Saurus. Oh, alright. Fine. Wait a second, I've not blitzed, have I? I'm a fucking moron. Let's stand them all in a row so they can all get humped by lizards. Now, if I was DQ, I'd definitely score quickly. Because, you know, I'm clearly a moron, and you should take advantage of your chance to beat upon morons and earn many, many SPP. Get a second block if you blitz with this one and hit on. Okay, fine. Well, he did roll the defender stumbles that time, so can't complain. There you go. Well played, except for the one-turn defense, which was terrible. But clearly, my equal. The Crocs is back to earn mighty below SPP. I just realised there was 3 failures out of like 8 dice rolls. Hey, that's more like it. You know what? I mean, what are these skinks doing here? What is the point? Okay, let's see if we can at least one turn and get one back. No. Yeah, you're not going to be very helpful doing that, but, you know, whatever. Cool. Okay, so now I just need to not roll, to roll less than 2 1s in these 3 dice. What are the chances? Yay! Scored a touchdown. Now, how many elves are out this time? I clearly had too many that turn. Time for Nuffle to make amends. Yay! No one. Oh, no one. Yeah, let's not put the guard catcher on the line. Actually, you there. Actually, you never know. Oh, yeah, of course, changing weather. Yeah, because that's why it scattered one extra square. It was nice. It's almost, yeah. Now, I think he's going to not try and hit the tree again. And by doing so, he's going to give me this chevron, single giant chevron shape in the middle of the pitch. Would have been nicer you come back too, so I didn't have to put a wrestler on the line of. Oh no, he might actually go for the tree as well. He's not boneheaded once, has that Crocs, has he? Am I forgetting? I don't think he's boneheaded. That would really help if the Crocs boneheads. Yeah, reroll back. Woo! Oh, and a very, very deep kick. Well, that is interesting. I shouldn't get my hopes up though. This is going to be LOS blocks of 2 L's being removed and then everyone else being outnumbered, isn't it? Nope, that didn't break an armor. Ooh, 2 people who didn't break armor. Still no bonehead from the Crocs. I'm going to stand firm this time. Don't mind if you foul me this time. Oh, a lizard chevron. 3 rerolls, 3 turns. I guess you probably want to use one for picking the ball up. Right. Bugger. Oh, for sake. Let's go for this one first. Let's do this. Okay, you're staying there then. Okay. 3 punch. Yeah, really, gay. I can't do a Welsh accent. I can. Yeah, I'm not doing any accents. Really gay. Is that even close? Probably not. I mean, interesting. Not saying anything, but dodging away from a tree, I wouldn't mind at all. If you want to do that, fill your boots. Yay! Defender stumbles. Hoorah! You're gonna follow. It will give you 3 dice. You want to follow for the 3 dice. No. Cool. Okay, boneheads. Now is the time. No, still no boneheads. Oh, and fucking block on the crocs. God damn it. Hey, the trees finally failed to stand up. Well, guess I'm going to feed you to the crocs. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. Okay, good. And then I'm going to do That. Don't roll a skull, please. That'll do. Out that way. Out that way. No, not him. No, I don't want it. I want it that way. Definitely don't catch Nosaurus. Oh, not there. God damn. Not use dodge. Let's use dodge. Oh, still not use dodge. Is this the time when... Oh, just roll 6s. There you go. Easy. Okay, don't know what that did, but let's let them all get punched and hope that he's still in trouble at the end because there's no tackle. I mean, it didn't take away assist anyway. Yeah, still not got 2 dice. He's still got, I mean, yay, a push! Okay. I mean, you could have rolled like 6 more dice without having to use the reroll before doing that, but fine. So he's out of rerolls. Glorious. Jim sad. I don't subscribe to anyone, you know, because I can't afford it, and so all the emotes I have are from people randomly giving, you know, emotes to other people. Oh, you could have failed, couldn't you? Jesus. Yay! Talking of Bonehead, finally! About bloody time. I mean, I might as well wrestle. Kinda boring, but fine. You're standing up, right? No, you're not standing up. Whoa! Someone followed. Yeah, I don't know. Is it like... it seems to be a recent thing. Tom Schnizzle followed. Thank you. And Quarklefarker, or DQ, or Dark Quark, whatever your name is, also followed. Okay, Blitz. Stand up. Take a step. Slide to the right. Fail. Use reroll. What a shit show, indeed. 2 dice. Now, is it better for it to scatter from there and your player still be... It probably is, isn't it? I should probably do that in the hope it comes out this side. No. No, it doesn't. Fuck. That'd be a no then. But no one died. And a lizard caught it. What a way to end the game. Yep, I'm back at 2. And I still have a team, which is surprising. Saurus catch. Not very much. No extra fan factor. And the catcher who scored levels up. Back to playing stupid games of Imperium for a few days. Let's... It's going to be block, isn't it? Why am I even thinking about this? Sure feet for the one turning. It was closer than it should have been. Could have been. It was closer than it was. Lol. Alright, I'm going to host you so I can take these stupid fucking hot headphones off. Is Kiandare actually still playing? I think he's finished. Yeah, he's finished. Bugger. Oh well. And I guess I will host Dimmy G because he's a right geezer, innit? God, I should stop doing accents. That's just embarrassing. I apologise profusely. Cheers. Yeah, the one-turn defence is bad. I should have played my first 6 turns completely differently. It was just bad. I am going to pretend this game has never happened and never talk about it ever again. And in the meantime, I am going to raid Dimmy and go and eat some dinner. So, cheers to the people who watched. And the comments, always, I love it when people talk. And the subscriptions, not the subscriptions, followers, there you go. Woo. Alright, cheers. Bye.